sure you give it the band line no lower, okay? Just gloves, keep it clean, back to the corner.
Tank Promotions Summer Show, Bout 8 sees Neil Magnum Derry in the red corner, Ben Heap in the blue, both regulars on the circuit here. The multicoloured shorts for Ben, just in case you can't tell them apart, but both hugely experienced boxers. Ben regularly going up and down the weights, fighting everything from middleweight to light heavyweight, and really looking to put Neil under pressure early here. He's called the hammer for a reason, and it's that right hand. But Neil, so experienced, knows how to look after himself in a bout. And I think with the way Ben has set his stall out, oh, now Neil was looking at the referee there to say that, look, he's touching his groin there, making no fuss about it, but two huge shots afterwards from Ben. And I was just saying, the way Ben was setting out his stall early there to put Neil under pressure, and I think he stopped the count because it was a low blow. So yeah, there is no count there. The two follow-up shots were superb, but the referee agrees with Neil that the first shot was low. So Ben won't score the knockdowns there. But he set out his stall early and really looked to keep Neil under pressure. Neil taking time to recover, as he rightly does. When you're hit by the hammer in the groin, it doesn't matter what box you've got on. And Neil saying he's okay. There's the warrior, there's the experienced veteran. You heard the ref clearly say he's got up to 5 minutes, and he's straight back at it. But very fast start from Ben, leaping into the fray, and these combination shots are really giving Neil problems here. Uppercuts and hooks. I said Neil is very good defensively, but he's finding Ben really hard to handle. Ben rolling and throwing Mike Tyson style, and you could hear the crowd roar because of the uppercut. And Neil getting a count. He's saying he's okay, but Ben on fire at the moment. And this time the count effective. Neil saying he's okay, smiling at our referee. Steps forward. He's a warrior, isn't he? But Ben on fire at the moment. Last 10 seconds of a blistering opening round for the man in the blue corner, and the hammer living up to his reputation here against the experienced Neil Magnum Derry, and ends the round how he started, throwing the bombs. Just the one count in the end for Neil, but a torrid time for him. Two of three, and immediately Ben takes centre ring, looking to keep Neil backed up, and he's letting these shots go with a real freedom here, Ben. Up and down, hooks and uppercuts blazing in on Neil. And as I said, I've seen Neil in defensive mode before, handle things very well, but here he's getting taken apart by Ben. Not often you see that. Ben calm in the corner, but as soon as he comes forward, he's letting these hands and these combinations really flow. As I said, both these men vastly experienced, probably the two most experienced boxers on the card. And look at that, there's showmanship from Ben, saying, Neil, you can do that, it doesn't bother me. Look for the big uppercut again. Hooks and uppercuts as he comes in. Heavy shots once more, and Neil, what a chin he's got, but he's having to take a lot of punishment in this bout. And again, Ben saying, yeah, you can hit me with that. Doesn't bother me, I'm going to look for the uppercuts. Forging forward. Working the body and head once more, looking to create that space. Little uppercut from Neil there on the inside. Ben the heavy right again as he comes forward, then looking to work the body. Pushing Neil back once more. Oh, that uppercut has been a potent force, and Neil, chin of iron here, and he's needed it. That right hook, Ben almost disdained when Neil comes forward. Takes those shots to just really boom out the big replies. 2 down, 1 to go, and he's in control of this bout. They touch gloves for the 3rd and final round. And Neil working the jab as he moves around Ben. Ben happy to stay in the centre and then look for the big bombs as he comes forward. Knows exactly what he wants to do. A variety of devastating hooks and uppercuts here to the body and head. And as I said, Neil so durable. Ever he's needed to prove it, tonight's the night with the shots that Ben have put in. And Neil tentatively coming forward. Nice little uppercut on the inside there, but Ben pushes him back once more. Just parries those shots. Looks for the big right to the body. Rolling and ready to throw with that big left, then the right. Stepping in, planting the feet. Steps away again, slipping and sliding, and then the big left hook lands. Neil ducks the right, but Ben right in his face again with these short, blistering combinations. Oh, and the uppercut. And again, Neil sucks it up. What a warrior. But it's a straightforward, comprehensive win so far, unless something dramatic happens for Ben the Hammer Heap. Last 10 seconds of a dominating performance from the blue corner. And he finishes how he started, backing Neil up, hooks and uppercuts, piling on the pressure, and there you have it. Tough bout, sportsmanship afterwards. What a chin for Neil Derry. He needed it and he proved it tonight, but it's a straightforward, comprehensive win for Ben Heap. No doubt about this one.
And let's get a round of applause for Neil and for Ben. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards and we do have a winner by way of unanimous decision. Boxing out Tom. Blue corner.
It was never in doubt, but Tom Barkham started to announce the wrong corner there and made Ben laugh, and he laughed himself, but never in doubt that one.
Neil took this fight on with 2 days' notice, ladies and gentlemen. Ben is no mug. He's been around the pro game. He's a very, very strong man. Neil shot his game as they come. Didn't want to give up there, Neil, did you? No, of course you didn't. Fucking mental. Absolute madman. Ladies and gents, we're going to have a 10-minute break and we're going to auction off some memorabilia. We'll be back very, very shortly.
Tank Promotions, Summer Boxfest, just got a big victory against Neil Derry. I mean, you were throwing everything at that man.
But I've had a week's fucking training camp. I've ran twice this week. I'm unfit as fuck, I'm fat as fuck. 15 weeks lay off because of a torn fucking tendon in my finger. You know what, tonight was a test with his fucking hard head. Fair play to him, he stood there, he took it all still. He didn't want to go, so fair play to him.
You got to say, you filmed Neil Derry a few weeks ago, like you fight him on MTV, fought against Luke Lyston. Is that like the sort of names that you want to be in with, or?
You know, Neil's been about, he's always about every week, he's fighting consistently. So for these guys, they're out consistently. For me, over years, it's been years, you know, the consistency with trying to fight, people trying to be matched, it's been so fucking hard, and when you've got nothing there in front of you to fight for, the motivation of being in the gym is so shit. You're like, what's the point? I'm training for what? You know.
So I've got to ask a question. Neil's had over 200 fights. What about yourself? Because I don't know, how many fights have you actually had now?
Too many. You know, I probably over what Neil's done. I've been on this circuit for fucking hell. God, over 20 years now. from being a little kid all the way up to now. We won fucking 35 titles, if not more. And you know, I've been there, I've done quite a lot. You know yourself, I've turned pro, didn't like it, come back, and I'm quite happy, complacent, sat where we are.
So you said you haven't been training for a week, so I'm not going to ask you how training's been going.
No, it's been crap. You know, I got to the gym twice last week, maybe at a push. This week I've been in 2-3 times, had sparring, I've jumped in cold, I've trained, you know, my ass off whilst I've been in there. I've had 2 runs, Monday and Wednesday.
Any messages to the people who come out to support this event tonight?
No, massive thank you. You know, without all these guys, mate, nothing like this happens. So it's, you know, if you don't get tickets from me or a fighter I'm fighting from, come and support your local guys, your friends, your family. You know, it's always worth it, and the effort they put in the gym to come and show you what they've done and what they've accomplished over that short period of time, long period of time, whether it's for a title or just a bout. You know, we've seen that tonight on some novice women's belt. You know, and they want it. They want to try and get up there with the top guys in the white collar boxing.
So we've got a big show coming up at the Olympiad Valhalla Combat. Are we going to be seeing you there?
Oh, for definite, you're going to see me there. You know, you've got me on SM Fight Club in August, and then you've got that's Benny, Mark Dennis. So big up Steve for getting that fight on.
That's
you know,
a big fight as well.
Fair play to Mark. You know, I'm not saying I'm a big fighter. I've just been around a long fucking time, and I'm a tough bastard. You know, so I'll be coming to fight for that one. And then we got Richard's show in September, which is the September show rematch with Jake Gunsey. So, you know, everyone's going to watch that. So I look forward to it.
Ben, always lovely to speak to you.
Thanks, Ben.
Hey, respect earned. Fight for this. Well done,
It's
man.
hammer time.
Hey, it's hammer time.
Okay then, ladies.